in filmmaking in the area of cinematography?
I have ever participated in a film, so I have been in the donkey work. Who are there? Hey, are you joking with me? Hey, joke with me two times. Zoom out. Okay, take one.
I cannot joke with you. I cannot even dare joke.
You're trying to joke with me. You cannot joke with me. It just can't happen. It just can't happen. Hey, take two. Hiyo ni mbaya. Take three. Hey, are you joking with me?
By the way, for those of you who don't know, Helen has actually featured in international films.
Yes.
There's a film that was done recently by Wanorika Hio that was talking about the 1998 bombing. The person you hear singing in that background is actually Helen.
Imagine. God. They should know. They should know. Tell them. Wow, Ellah's network imeenda nje. Okay, yeah. I hope these guys can stay on.
Network, we can't all log in at the same time. So I want to leave so that then she can take over. But yeah, with that being said, to go live on YouTube. Sasa watu wajibambe.
Okay, sawa. All right. So these guys need to listen to that. Somewhere I hope watatafuta njia. I was like, panic juu ya show. So guys, I'm the one who's going to talk to you today about cinematography. Hi, Ellah. Yeah, thank you very much. Welcome. I'm watching Nigeria movie here. I hope it could also make sense to you.
So, Madam President, I'll log out and then you can make Ellah the host once she comes back. Yeah.
She comes back.
Thank you. She comes back as J.RODRIGUEZ Entertainment.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sawa. Okay. Sawa. More wararaye. More wararaye. Ellah, you're great.
I am back. I am back.
All right, karibu sana.
Asante. Hiyo ni mic ya nani nasikia ni yako ama ni ya
Siwezi cheza muziki ya mtu mwingine niko hapa ni muziki bwana. I only play what belongs to me. Staki story na Facebook, staki story na YouTube, sijui hey, only my own, only my own, only my own. Wajasikia mkibira shetani mnyang'anyi anadima ya kwa miazo. Naweza fika huko hela bwana, usinidharau kwa story.
Haya, asante. I'm happy to be here today. Napata tayari kuna audience kubwa sana, and this is your audience, Helen. Nashukuru for letting them stay here.
Yes.
At least we can tunaweza changia.
Actually, all of them require the information. Yeah, all of them require all this information.
Very quickly, Ellah, I see Grace is here. Grace is also a cinematographer and a filmmaker. All the way from Poland. Karibu, Grace.
Hello,
Poland,
Grace.
Poland ama Holland? Poland.
Hi everyone. Yes, I'm from Poland. I'm in Poland, not from Kenya.
Actually, smiling loudly so you notice me.
Turn your camera and just wave at us.
Huh? Sorry.
You could just switch on your camera and wave at us. Super shy.
I'm not in a
No pressure. Tumesalimika, tumepokea salamu za Poland. What time is it there?
It's 6:33.
Oh, 6:33. Not just an hour behind, yeah? Okay. Hi, thank you so much for joining us today, guys. Our guest today anaitwa Iyamu Osaretin, and he's a filmmaker from Nigeria. He's a very good friend of Rodrigo, and by association, he's my friend and yours as well. Rodrigo, are you still in the building?
Yes, I am. Yes,
I almost spoke on your behalf. Almost.
When you speak, I have spoken.
Rodrigo, situambie a little something about Iyamu. Tupatie, let's get to know him behind the scenes kabla kuje hapa.
Actually, the best person to talk about Iyamu would be Helen. Helen, tell us about Iyamu.
Oh, yeah.
Vitu zingine zinafanyikaga tu by divine purpose. So, Iyamu was one of our contestants in AOV3. It's called Iyamu Osaretin. Actually, it's Osaretin, but the short form for Osaretin is Osas. He's a comedian. He's a film cinematographer. He is a dancer.
A dancer.
What?
So we should troll him for some dancing videos, yeah? We're going to make him do all these things. Actually, you guys should be helping
except
me.
The dance is Gini dancer in Agani. It's wonderful. God, what
tutafanya atuimbie. Coach wake hata ako hapa wa AOV. Helen, utamwambia atuimbie because mimi nikimwambia atakataa. So you're going to make him sing
for you. I will. He has the most gorgeous voice, I tell you. And he's gone for auditions and they've told him, excuse me, try harder. And he's gone to several of those auditions and he tried harder. Eventually we found him. So I find Iyamu through one of the other contestants of AOV2, who there's a lady who lives in Canada, and then she says, you know what, my brother-in-law sings. Can he come for this show? I was like, why not? So he sends a video and the video is impressive. He has some of the most unique runs in this world. I don't know. He has very lovely runs, yes. Then in between,
I have never had you talk about anyone like that with so much praise. So he must be really good.
The sweetest taboo, I tell you. He's the sweetest taboo. I wish there was a way I could actually, before he comes in, play some of his music, or even when he's talking, probably.
Sure, actually, that would be very entertaining. Let's get to know our
So
guest.
as I continue talking, yes, as I continue talking, let me find it. I go find Ambo. This guy, he touched your heart. So
in fact, even the Christmas carol he did was amazing.
Amazing. I can't find that Christmas carol. I don't know. There's other day I was looking for it. I was like, where is this Iyamu man? Nah, So he does a praise and worship session for us in and I tell the guy, you sing for us what you know. These people who sing, the guy has very lovely runs. I cannot measure up. Wazungu ufanya runs, but Iyamu's runs are automatically out on the roof, top of the roof. Yani for lack of a better way to express. Yes. Effortlessly. You know the way people struggle doing runs, and you can hear every note. You can hear every note. Iyamu's notes are flawlessly. They connect. But I'm like, Iyamu, teach me how to do this. So he used to do some runs for us. The only problem is time. That time when he was a contestant, he was also doing some film production. So most of the time he was like, Mama, let me tell you something. Today. So eventually he figured out how to actually make it for some of our shows. So Iyamu would come and do, he'll do as his assignments in past midnight, Kuko, etc. Let me show you how Iyamu looks like. Let me see. Iyamu. I'll create a file for him so that this is how Iyamu is. You'll see him. I'm trying to look for the video. You have to see the video and listen to the guys.
Find the video. Show us the video. We want to see
see him. You see him. Let me check if I can do it here. Osas, Iyamu, Osas. Yeah. One of the guys who has really touched my heart. Yeah, and apart from just that, Iyamu also is married. I found him. Is this Iyamu? Yes. Yeah. Is this Iyamu? No. Watu wanafanananga saa zingine. Yeah, I think he's married. Si kama kuna watoto, but married to a very pretty lady. Yes, and yeah, I found it. Once I found it, I'm going to share the video.
Play the video now.
Relax, Nene, madam.
We want to see.
Oh, Amos from USA is here.
Amos, my number is 0722. Amos Quito. My number is 07223639. Lazima angekuja hapa juu ya cinematography. Now this thing is refusing to play. It's playing. It's gonna play, but it's taking time. I will share with you when it's playing. But meanwhile, I will tell you. I was not finished about Iyamu. Iyamu, I've been talking about you. Hey, so Iyamu's relative is one of the contestants A02. A02. Okay. Let me see if this is West Africa. I don't know whether Iyamu, you can hear yourself.
I can hear you. I don't know if you can hear me. Good evening, everybody.
Yes, I'm wondering whether yourself, yeah. Oh yeah, this one now is not even you. You look like somebody else here. But I found it. I was so happy it's you. I'm trying to look for, but I found it now. I found the finale, because I think the finale, that's where you did the Christmas song. And we are going to play something about you before you come. But woe unto us, because you came in immediately. So now we cannot even play. So we're going to allow you to talk. Meanwhile, I define these ones in between somewhere where you're thinking that maybe you're tired. I will play something about you or something that you did. Is that okay? Is that okay? So that I can let this Ellah woman talk to you. Ellah is thirsty and hungry.
Ellah woman just wants to talk.
Yes, Ellah woman.
She wants to hear this Osaretin talk.
Yes.
We want to
so Osasio, I'm camouflaging and catapulting. Allow me to catapult the program, catapult it to Ellah, so that you can do whatever you need to do. Meanwhile, I'm searching for whatever nonsense you are sending to us, so that these people can relate. When they're talking about comedy,
she has been telling us a lot
the comedy
of
that is one. Now, you cannot play. You yourself inside from your face, the comedy. Okay, Ellah. Catapulting it. I'm catapulting it.
Yes.
To you.
Thank you. It has been catapulted successfully. Osaretin, Iyamu. Hello and good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us. You look so good. Business hours over. Where are you? Are you at home? Are you relaxing at home, or are you still running about your errands?
Well, right now I had to come to one of the offices where I do one or two things. So that's why I'm
Okay.
with you.
We're honored to have you here. Thank you very much for your time. We will not waste any of it, so let us get started right away. I would like to give them an introduction, but Helen has kind of already done that. But we'd like to get that straight from the horse's mouth. So, Iyamu, talk to us. Tell us a bit about Iyamu.
Okay, Iyamu is a filmmaker, a producer, an actor, a singer, a song arranger, a leadership coach, and what else do I say? Well, I'm a bundle of everything good. I love to make people happy. I love to make people laugh. I hail from a family of 18 children.
18.
Yeah, 18. And I
Wow.
live in Abuja, Nigeria. I'm a graduate of accounting. I also have certificates in operations management. I have certificates in basic leadership, strategic, and advanced leadership. And I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler.
Every day we hustling. Among
Yeah.
all those things you just said, I think I missed out on one. Are you a comedian? Confirm these allegations because we heard from a little bird somewhere that you're a comedian. Are you one?
Okay, I do more of the comedy acting. I'm not a stand-up comedian. So
Ah,
I'm not a stand-up comedian. That's why a lot of people in Nigeria ask me, why don't you do your own stand-up comedy? I believe we should know who we are and what we are coded for. So I'm not thinking of doing that, at least not now. But I know if I get the microphone and I'm doing my MC stuff, the thing just comes up.
let's just throw in one joke or two in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so for how long have you been in filmmaking?
I started in 2010, so that should be
Mm-hmm.
about a decade plus one right now. So, and like I always tell my friends or people who ask, I stumbled into acting. It wasn't my thing. Music has always been my life. You can separate me from music. I love music. To Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you. We just disconnected for a minute, but you're back now. Your
Say
mic
that again.
keeps going off. It's your microphone.
Um,
Your microphone keeps getting disconnected.
Give me a minute. Give me a few seconds. Let me see why that is happening.
That's all
Um,
right.
see. Okay. I hope it doesn't do that again. Okay, so like I was saying, I stumbled into acting, and a friend of mine just told me you can act. I'm like, no, 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 no. This is not my thing. I know when I was in primary school, I acted as a prodigal son, and that was the only experience I had. And then later in church, later in church, I used to act, of course, for church dramas and all that. But I'm like, I'm not called for this thing. He said you can do it. And then I decided to give it a try. I did the first one. It's called Away from Home in 2010. And I started getting calls. People like, man, you're funny, you're funny. I'm like, really? Funny? Okay. I don't think so. But then that's how it started. And then here we are today. I've done a couple of jobs and I'm still hoping to do more.
And so you said you were more into music than you were acting. So were you writing your music, were you making your own music before you got into filmmaking?
Okay, I dwell more on song arrangement, right? I'm very passionate
Mm-hmm.
about teaching. So I'm not the songwriter. That's not my area of
Mm-hmm.
strength. But if you give me a group of people and tell me to work with them, trust me, something great is
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen. Something great is gonna happen. So I do more of music arrangements. I go to studios or a producer calls me to say, okay, I have an artist. Can you come over so we see how we can arrange the song? I mean, we just finished a song now called Matthew 6:33. Will be out soon for one of my choir
Mm-hmm.
members. did the song arrangement, and then worked with my producer friend. So that's the area where I usually focus. Just give me the singers and let me work with them, and miracles will happen.
Can you tell us what exactly song arrangement entails?
Okay, you have maybe an idea or a tone, and you don't know how to flesh it out. Maybe you just have a melody. So what we do is to take the melody and add stuff to it. Like, okay, is there going to be a verse? Is there going to be a bridge? Where is the chorus coming? Is there going to be this and that? And then we fix the harmonies as well to make it come alive. So when we arrange, that's the way I basically do it. Just get the pieces and then put all these elements in place, and there you have your song.
Wow, it sounds very easy when you say it, but I'm sure it's a lot of work when you're in studio.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's always easier said than done.
Yeah.
It's easy to run through people, run through the process with people, but when the practical comes, it's a huge task.
Do you ever find yourself doing most of the work for a client? Say, for instance, a client wants you to work with them, and they sort of have some melodies and maybe a few lyrics, but they really have no idea how the entire song is going to play out. So, do you sometimes find yourself doing most of the work for artists?
Yeah. We've done a couple like that. Yeah, it's tough. A lot of people, a lot of singers do get ideas. Some will tell you, I was flipping something, just came and trying to put it together, and we find ourselves trying to fix it. At the end of the day, what I always aim at is to get my goal achieved. So if my goal is to make sure this song you're talking about or this idea you're talking about come alive, I'm not going to sleep until I see it happen. That's my nature. So, especially when it comes to music. No. If it's not there, I'm not going to have any right. So we've encountered such few or many times.
Okay, I'm a bit of a singer myself. So when I decide to go all in, I think I know who to turn to, yeah, because I don't know where to start with melodies. I don't know how to write a song, but at least now I have a clue with you and Helen and Rodrigo in the building. I'm sort of covered, so I can relax now.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So now onto filmmaking. Tell us about
Mhm.
your background in acting. When did you start and your first project? What was it like? Microphone, please.
Yeah, like I said, I stumbled into it, and the first one was "Away from Home" as the title of the movie. It was a great experience because I've never done it before, and I know I had some challenges with the cinematographer because I was always we call it stealing peeps at the camera. I'm acting and then I look at the camera, and the cameraman signals to the director to say, "No, no, we have to take that again." I'm like, "Why?" So you looked at the camera. I'm like, "No, I didn't." I'm like, "You did," you know. So it took time. Oh my God. And I think the reason that happened is because I used to be easily distracted. Easily distracted. I could be doing something and something just flies. Once I sense something, I get distracted. So that was what happened to me. But it was a huge experience being on set for the first time, meeting with actors, producers, production assistants, cinematographers, and all that. So I enjoyed myself because at the end of the day, I found out that I was acting from my comfort zone, which is the comic thing. Even though I didn't believe I was funny, you know, but I just found out that when I act, people are laughing. At the point, I'm like, okay, let's do this. I think I can handle this. So it was a great experience. And from there, we did other jobs. There's a series called The Diary of the Triplet. Um, had 4 episodes then. Uh, Landing, Survivor, Inspired, and We're Inspired. The second season, we did that last year, and it's going to be out soon. I've also done other jobs like, what do you call this? There are a couple. If I'm President was trending like 2 weeks ago on YouTube. I was the associate producer for that, and I also acted. And then I also did my project recently, which is going to be out soon. I produced and I also acted as well. Yeah.
Sounds like you have a lot of acting and producing going on in the background.
Yeah, trying to pursue it as much as I can.
So I'm an actor and you're an actor, so let's have a one-on-one. I think that we have a lot of similarities in our industries, but they're also very, very different. So we already know that the Nigerian film industry is, I think, in my opinion, it is way ahead of the Kenyan industry because you're more established. You've been doing this for much longer, so you sort of have a lot more experience. So challenges that actors face in Nigeria that maybe you could tell us about those and maybe we could try and see if us Kenyan actors are going through the same problems and how we can combat these problems to better our filmmaking.
Okay, please take that again. It was breaking at a point.
I'd like to know, as an actor in Nigeria, what I'd like to know the highs and the lows of the acting industry in Nigeria. So what do you feel is making the Nigerian film industry blossom that well? And what are some of the challenges that you have faced as an actor ever since you got into the industry in 2010?
Okay, one of the biggest challenges we have is the fact that we have a lot of independent producers in Nigeria, and so access to funds it's a tough issue because I mean, as an independent producer, you need to source the funds yourself. It's not a funded project. You have this great idea and you need to bring it to life, but you don't have the kind of funds you need. So that's a big challenge. Funding. We've been clamoring for the government to support the industry a great deal. The government is trying, but they've not done as much as we expect. Especially knowing that the industry is so viable and highly profitable, and it's extremely beneficial to Nigeria. Why do I say so? It helps to tackle a lot of unemployment issues. So if the government supports it, the industry can blossom, and you can get a lot of youth graduates employed. They don't have to be involved in social vices to survive. So those are some of the things we are looking at. And as an actor, for me, one of the challenges I've also faced is the fact that people don't really place much value on what we do as actors, especially when you are not there as an A-list or a B-list actor. So you tend to give a lot, and people you get underpaid. Let me say the way it is. We get a lot of underpayments for our work. But again, coming from where I just started from, you can't really blame these producers because they have to source for funds themselves, and so they have to really work with a low budget. So we have more of the low budget thing, and then people don't get paid well as actors. In fact, you have a lot of actors who are even ready to act for free just because they want to be seen. They know they can do this stuff. So even if you don't want to pay me, it's okay, but just let me get my face on the screen. I'm sure the people will fall in love with me and I'll grow, right? Another thing is the fact that the industry, as big as it is, there are certain structures that we need to also put in place that we've not done. I was talking with the current AGN chairman of the Abuja chapter, which is Actors Guild of Nigeria, Abuja chapter, a lady. I think it's the first time having a lady as chairman. And she asked me, why are you not fully participatory in the AGN? I told her, I said, I tried it before, I didn't like what I got. She's like, why'd you say that? I said, what is an AGN for me? Let's structure AGN. So the structure we have is not strong enough. It's not fluid enough. It's not seamless enough to help actors and filmmakers to grow. And I told her, I said, what I think we should do is to magnify AGN, magnify in the sense that make it so structured that it becomes enviable. You don't have to chase people to register. That is one problem we face in Nigeria. I don't know how it is in other African countries. When there's no structure, you plead for people to buy into what you do. But if there's a structure, if there's a process to it, if there's a system that works, people will envy it and they will want to be a part of it. I mean, if if Hollywood comes calling, I don't think you look back twice, because you know why you are going into a system that's structured and the system is working. So that's what we are trying to do in Nigeria. The stuff is time consuming. It's even painful because it looks like people don't even see what you're seeing, especially when you are not in the hem of affairs. But I believe that with the set of leaders we are having now in AGN, the industry is going to grow and it's going to blossom better.
Sounds very similar to what we are going through here in Kenya. And I'm curious about these structures that you're talking about. Do they ever, okay, so here in Kenya, we're always watching Nigerian films. In most of the stations, TV channels that you scroll through, you're most likely to bump into a Nigerian movie playing. So I've always wondered, do you get royalties for such? Is there a body that ensures that actors get some kind of royalties for the works, for their creative works?
That is part of what I'm talking about, the system and the structure. We've not grown to that point. I don't think it's even a matter of growth. It's a matter of vision and know what is obtainable out there, right? So there's nothing like that. I mean, I stumbled on a video by one of our very prominent actors. Sorry, I would not want to call his name because the issue was a bit controversial. He was on a set for over a year. It was a series. So, and then because he came up with what you just talked about, because what they signed, part of the clauses there was that your image, your voiceovers will be used in any media anywhere in the world, and even will be used in any media that has not been in existence but will come into existence. So it means I do a job, you pay me for it, and something that, maybe a kind of media that has never come is going to come, and you have the right to put it there, and nothing comes to me. And guess what? They ganged up against him and they were going to throw him out. So he said the executive producers called for a meeting and they summoned him. So when he got there, the first thing he said to the director, he said, I know you called me to fire me, but I want to let you know that my bags are packed and I'm ready to go. And they were like, no, it's not come to that yet. What do you want? He said, this is my plea. This is my case. Why are we signing such a document? Why are we signing such a document and we don't have royalties? You just take my work, my image, my voiceovers anywhere in the world, you take it, and whatever comes goes straight to you, and nothing happens to me. How am I going to grow? And they said, okay, you know what? Cut long story short, they were able to find a way around it. What he said they gave to them was they gave them free subscription because it was a TV channel that did that project. So they gave them free subscription for 2 years. I mean, for me, I don't think that is still okay enough. All right, that's just a way of making you feel appeased. But I think his case is very justified, and we have not gotten a visionary leadership that would take such things into consideration and run with it.
Osas, Ellah.
Yeah.
I have a commercial break.
Yes. Talk to us, Helen. Actually, guys, feel free to type your questions. If you have any questions for Osas, you can type them. Then we're going to answer them later. So, Helen, talk to us.
Yeah, there you go. This is Osas in action. This guy is just so funny. Yeah.
My best form of acting is a romantic acting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a romance guy.
Okay.
Come.
Excuse me.
Come now.
No, just do something.
It's a monologue, something
without
no.
me, please.
I'm telling you, you asked me to act, right?
Yes, a monologue, just...
Wait. It's me that want to act it. I want to give you, because I want to make sure every other person you want to collect in this film, they will be my supporting actors.
Okay, let's run along here. Do you have your monologue prepared?
Monologue.
A monologue.
Okay.
I thought you read through the audition requirements. You need to get
So
your
how
monologue
did you hear
ready.
about the audition?
He said from an inspiration or something.
Our kingdom.
He heard from his kingdom.
Yeah, that's how I heard. Everything you ask, the people want us to do, I have it.
Your monologue, please.
All right, monologue.
It's about 6 hours long.
Your monologue?
Yes, from Benin to here.
Oh, no. We're not asking you how long it took you to get to Abuja.
Okay, can you act? Can you do something for us to see?
If I cannot act, what am I doing here?
Okay,
yeah, that's what the monologue is.
Huh?
What's the monologue? Okay. What is act?
Okay, guys, you can follow him on Osas. Tell us where you can follow you. I hope you are able to hear it. Yeah. Yes, that is just enough. That's enough for you. We will follow you and find the whole story. That was just a pinch.
Thank you so much. I'm honored.
What is a monologue? Tell us, did you figure it out? Did you figure out what a monologue is?
A monologue actually is when a mono is long. That's what it is.
I thought he was going to go into character. I said, it's a monologue. Hey, you want to know a monologue? I'm telling you what it is. Can't you see? A sick man.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Helen. At least that was a light moment. Thank you for making us laugh.
Thank you.
All right. Back to the meeting. It is 8 o'clock. We only have 15 minutes left, but so far, so good. I am having a good time. I am learning about the Nigerian film industry. And well, we didn't know that things are as similar as they are here in Kenya. But I'm very happy to see more and more African, and to be more specific, Nigerian films on Netflix. So can you tell us the secret? Like, how is it you guys have like 100 movies on Netflix and then the rest of Africa has like 5 to 10 films? How is it?
One of the things I feel the Nigerian movie industry has been able to achieve, and I commend the leadership for that, is the fact that they've been able to attract investment. I'll call it investment in the place of Netflix. We have a sense of business when it comes to what we do. The challenge you have is that there's always monopoly. So it looks like Ellah, Osas, Madam Ellen, and Rodrigo just come together because we've been there. We know the nitty-gritty. We know how to make things. We come together to say, you know what, we can put this thing together and cost investment to come. So what happens is that we can start to acquire content and reach out to a prospective investor. So when that happens and the investor accepts to do business with us, what then kills the industry is the fact that we lock that business within the four of us. So the monopoly is high. But I can tell you one of the things they've been able to do is this, attracting this kind of investment. Again, we have great content. Africa has story. The unfortunate thing is that we are copying the Western world too much. We want to be like America. We want to be like, Canada and all this. We have our story. It has always been. I feel we have not been delivered from that slavery mentality. That's why we still feel it has to be the American way. And these guys, they know we have story. I listened to this white director, what's his name? He's a prominent guy, a long time ago, and he said something that blew my mind. He said, Africa has the story, we have the technology. And Africans will not hear that. We'll keep chasing their technology as against working on our stories and employing the use of their technology to make those stories. So Nigeria has been able to, get good leadership to be able to attract such investment into Nigeria, give them good content. If you see some of our productions, they are not all good, but guys here are trying to be top notch. There's a level of excellence that producers are trying to get because, if you get on Netflix, it's a big plus to you. So, and they have their standard. So as much as you can meet that standard, you can always get on Netflix. But again, there's always the part people don't like to talk about, but I like to talk about it because I feel it's the right thing to do. I don't feel all the movies on Netflix, all the Nigerian movies on Netflix are standard. Standard in the sense that if you go through their standards and you look at this movie, you're going to be like, okay, how did this get here? Well, that's where influence comes in. That's where there's something we call who know man in Nigeria, who know man. So I know Ellah. Ellah is in the helm of affair. I'm like, hello, Ellah. I just have this work. You know you're not going to say no to me now. Like, you say no to me, there'll be problem. And Ellah just finds a way amidst every other thing to slot me in. And okay, no problem, because they feel okay, out of 10, you have 8 good jobs, 2 are not so okay. Let's just go with it. So these are the things that have happened. And I think other African countries can replicate this. The first thing I feel they should do is to have, I believe so much in leadership. I believe so much in it. If you have leadership that has that kind of vision to attract certain kind of investment, they will achieve it. It may take time. Now, what that will do to the leadership is that they will start to scrutinize the quality of production that they chunk out, because you know where you're going. So if I want to go to Kenya, there are different ways to get to Kenya. I can go by road. Somebody trekked from Lagos to Abuja when Buhari became president, just to say, congratulations, he trekked. He could have taken a bus that would take him 14 hours or almost 19 hours because the roads are bad. He would have chosen to board a flight that would take him another 1 hour, 45 minutes. But he chose to trek because he wants to show that he's so passionate about the leader, right? So this is what I'm saying. There are different ways to get into these things. It's just to have a vision and, start working towards it. Once you start working towards it, before you know it, all Kenyan movies, or not all, most of the Kenyan movies you have, we get on Netflix.
You're a wise man, Osas.
Say that again.
You are a wise man. I think
humble.
people should listen to you more often if they don't. Thank you for being in this session, man. So how this usually happens, guys, like I said, you're free to ask any questions to Osas or me if you have any questions. But if you don't, I'd like to move on to the next segment of our session. I told Osas that we're going to be playing a little game, and the game is called 20 Questions. Are you familiar with the game, Osas?
The game is called what?
It's called 20 Questions.
No, I'm not familiar.
Okay, this game is a good icebreaker. Mostly you play it with your friends or even just strangers. It helps you to get to know people well on a personal level. So this is not about filmmaking. There's a lot I'd like to know, but I think we can discuss that a bit later because we're running out of time unless anyone has a question. But if no one has a question, then I'm going to go on ahead and throw in the first of the 20 questions. Are you ready, Osas?
I'm ready.
All right. If you had a time machine, would you go back in time or visit the future?
I'll go back in time.
Why is that?
Oga, say future now. Say future.
Hey, leave him. You want to tell us why you want to go back to the past?
Yeah. I know everybody wants to go back to the future, but there's a way I think, right? Every time I do training, you can correct certain things in the past. But if you have the opportunity to correct it. One of the things I'm angry about is that why do Africans remain like the second-class citizen in the world? I want to correct that.
I think I would want to go to, because why should we focus on correcting past mistakes when we can focus on moving on from those mistakes? So if it happened, and the outcome was whatever you're living. So I think I'd be more curious to find out what's happening in the future because I haven't lived that yet, and life has so much to offer other than what I've already experienced. But that's just me. Rodrigo. Rodrigo, where would you go? Would you go to the past?
I'd probably listen. I'd probably go to the future and invent some way of doing something different. Yes.
Yeah, invent some way of doing something different. I think you have
Yes.
something in mind. What's that?
I don't know, like probably legalize marrying a few wives before I.
Yeah. On to the next question. I didn't even want to talk about that. Next question.
Sorry, Ella.
Would you rather?
Ella, I think
Yeah.
someone asked a question. I think the question is to me. So, but if you change it, will you really learn what you were supposed to learn? I think I've learned already. I know why Nigeria is the way it is. So I'm too interested. I'm too interested in knowing why. Maybe it's my default setting. I always that's the way I solve problems. I would tell you, I want to know the why. Why is it happening? It helps me a lot in my little journey. So let's not stay here for too long. Maybe some other time.
Okay. Would you rather have a home on the beach or on the mountains?
On the mountain.
Yeah, where you currently live. Do you live on the coastal sides of Nigeria or the highlands?
Kind of in between. You know, Abuja is kind of central. So you have the highs, the lows, you have mountains, some places. So it's just more like a central place.
Okay. What was your favorite game as a child?
I don't know if you ever played this game that we use bottle covers to play soccer. Yeah. It used to be like this.
Okay.
Like this. Yeah, I love that game. I could quarrel because of it.
Okay. Maybe you can teach some of us that game later because childhood games were my favorite and I miss like a child because when you grow up, responsibilities become too much and you can't enjoy things like you used to as a child. Anyway, Osas, what food do you crave most often?
I'm bad with that. I like drinks a lot. So
yeah.
I can
Fufu and gelatin.
Sorry, what did you say?
Fufu and gelatin.
No, I like drinks a lot. So it's something I'm trying to work on. I'm not a foodie. I can stay all day. If I miss breakfast and I get to 1 p.m., I could have told you drink or water. It's a bad habit that I'm working on. Yeah, but I'm not a foodie.
But it is what it is. Helen, what was your favorite food? What do you crave the most?
Sasa umechoma. Sasa you have burnt it. You have burnt. I am Madam President, what is your favorite food? You have burnt.
I think Madam President is actually eating her favorite food. That's why
she's actually eating right now. Don't worry.
You know how to predict right. You know how to predict right. Wait.
In fact, she's eating actually.
I was actually eating chicken. Chicken, you prophet of doom.
You like chicken?
Let me play this. This one you have to see. Wait.
Okay, before she plays it, last question for Osas. If you could go to one place on earth, where would you go?
I want to go to Mars.
Mars? Where?
Oh, sorry. You said on Earth, right?
Yeah, it has to be on Earth. Yeah.
Okay, on Earth. I want to go to the Bahamas.
Ooh, Bahamas.
I'm going next year.
Talk to Helen, yeah? Talk to Helen. Maybe she could take you with her. She could take you with her to the Bahamas.
I want to be your PA.
Excuse me, Madam President. My number is 0710-540-354.
Rod, why do you want to trust me now? Why do you want to trust your brother?
No, brother. Hey, these things, Osas, you're already in Nigeria. We thank you. Please.
Okay. Are you ready so I can play this and then finish program?
Okay, Helen, play the video and then we can conclude tonight's session.
We have to laugh. This man is a comedian.
Okay. What is acting?
Acting is sorry, take that again.
What is acting?
That's what is acting, Abi?
Yes. Or who is an actor? Let me simplify it for you. Who is an actor?
Yes. I like that question. It's my best question anytime, any day. Who is an actor?
Okay.
That question, the first time, sorry, that they auditioned me with Rancy Noah and Genevieve. That was my question. That was the question I take collect the role in Rancy Noah hand.
Are you serious?
You don't try me with that question. So next question.
You've not answered. Who is an actor?
Answered now.
Who is an actor?
I said.
Wait, we are still. Wait, one more. Who is an actor?
You've not answered. Who is an actor? Who is an actor?
I said, my first audition in life. What I used to collect role. I mean, I don't know. It's not role.
Yeah, it's role.
Yeah, role that I collect role from Rancy Noah was that question.
You don't insult her, okay?
I didn't insult her. I said men are talking. Don't allow women.
No. I won't take that from you. Be patient with you. Do you want us to call someone because we have a lot of things to do here?
Calm down now. Relax.
All right, so act for us, please.
Just do
That's
something.
what we're here.
Just act for us.
My best form of acting is a romantic acting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a romance guy.
Okay.
My best form of acting is a romantic acting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a romance guy.
Okay.
I'm a romance guy.
Excuse me.
Come now.
No, just do something.
It's a monologue,
do
something without.
Tell me, please.
I'm telling you, you asked me to act, right?
Yes, a monologue. Just
Wait. It's me that want to act it. I want to give you because I want to make sure every other person you want to collect in this film, they will be my supporting
That is
actors.
that. If you want to follow, go and follow him. Tell us where to follow you. We go laugh and finish. Laugh, finish. Hey.
Real Iyamu. I'll take it there.
I have laughed my head off.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Where can we find you, Osas? Leave us your social media handle. Let's find you.
I'm typing it there on the chat box. So read Osas Iyamu on Instagram. That's for IG. Read Osas Iyamu. Well, I'm still growing. So I would I'll keep growing with your support. Real Osas Iyamu. Basically, that's where I dropped myself. I just started again my YouTube channel, which I'm already working on. So we are doing test runs. On that, you can find me with Iyamu Osaretin Retz. Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Real says I want to find you physically, Abi.
Talk to Ray. She wants to find you physically.
No problem. I'll visit Kenya very soon. Or you come with Kenya when she's coming to Nigeria.
Okay, guys, follow Osas on Instagram at Real Osas Iyamu, and his YouTube handle is Iyamu Osaretin Retz. Ray, enda umtafute inbox. You can find him physically later.
They were classmates.
Helen.
They were classmates. She knows where to find him.
Sawa. Look at Zoom Room. Zoom Room is bringing people together. I'm so happy. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for joining today's session. I had a good time. You were very insightful, Osas. At least now we know how it is in Nigeria, but I would definitely like to work with Nigerians. I feel like you guys are visionary. What the films that you're making now, you're very progressive in your filmmaking, and I think I would very much like to be part of that. So Kenya and Nigeria to the world.
They work
Yeah,
together.
I can't wait to see that happen.
We are coming to Nigeria. If you know, we'll come for Kenya, we go come ourselves.
We are waiting.
Yes, so we bring ourselves to Nigeria.
Yes, yes.
We are waiting.
Okay. Asanteni sana, guys. Kweni na usiku mwema. That means have a good night, Osas, yeah? Usiku mwema. Say usiku mwema.
Swahili.
Uwase kakaba.
Uwase kakaba. Uwase kakaba.
Uwase kakaba. That's how to say thank you.
Uwase kakaba.
That means asante sana.
Yes. Rodrigo Entertainment. Uwase kakaba.
Uwase kakaba, everyone. Usiku mwema.
Say that again.
Thank you very much.
Usiku mwema. Usiku mwema.
Usiku mwema.
Exactly. All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.